Welcome. My name is Roy Cantu. I'm the president for McAllen Crime Stoppers. It's a nonprofit organization that assists the McAllen Police Department in gathering information. We could not be successful without the police department's assistance to raise funds for tips. Right now, I'd like to introduce our board members in yellow. Everyone raise your hand, board members. Audrey Trevino from HEB and HE Buddy and their staff. David Guerra, IBC Bank. Chief Victor Rodriguez. We have the fire chief out there, Rafael Valderas. Police Captain Hector Alcocer. Police Captain Irene Luna, back there, who always assists us. I would like to remind y'all, Viva McAllen Streets is this Saturday, August 5th at 7 a.m. at the McAllen Convention Center. We're going to be right outside these doors on this west side. Everyone is invited. There's a lot to do for the entire family. We just got back from a conference, and one thing we learned is people don't remember what you do for them. They remember how you make them feel. So if you want to build memories in our community, this is a good day to come out here, because we work closely with law enforcement agencies across South Texas and Mexico. So Chief has invited a whole bunch of his friends to participate. And remember, Viva McAllen Streets is Saturday, August 5th. There's a 5K, 10K run. There's Darling's Dare cycling ride, 25, 40, 60-mile ride with the mayor. He plans to go on that. Cook-off with prizes up to $10,000. And law enforcement expo and a back-to-school supply giveaway. So I would like now to call Chief Victor Rodriguez to give us more information.
Commissioner Whitaker, to all of you here this morning, thank you for being here with us. You know, as we sat here earlier today, we learned the theme of this year's holiday parade, which is magic, the magic of Christmas. And it reminded me about what we're doing here and what Crime Stoppers is trying to do here this Saturday, and that is the magic of family. It started with the idea of creating a family morning. And that's why events start real early. And we know it's August. We know it's right before school. We know it's warm down here. So we began a series of events that start real early before it gets too hot and unbearable for our kids. So Crime Stoppers is dedicated to the quality of life, not only for McAllen, but actually throughout South Texas, because their calls to Crime Stoppers not necessarily are limited to us. There'll be times when calls that come to them apply to other agencies, and we pass those on. They are dedicated to the good quality of life in McAllen and South Texas. And with that in mind, they've created this event, Viva McAllen, which is a series of rides, series of runs, a law enforcement expo. We've got a cook-off. We've got something for everybody in this particular set of events here, this coming Saturday, by the way. And this year we went a little bit further with the help of HEB, which, by the way, HEB is just everywhere with us in McAllen, and we really, really appreciate that. David Guerra and IBC Bank, we can't say enough about you as well, and your bank always being there for us. Each and every time that we've reached out to David and IBC Bank, they've been there for us as well. With them and many others. It is, somebody said it earlier, we couldn't do this without the sponsors. Was likewise, we can't do this. And at the end of the day, this is a fundraiser for Crime Stoppers. This is their event. They're putting something forward. They want to generate funds. Those funds they use throughout the year to pay the anonymous calls that come in where they are productive for us. And Crime Stoppers has become so inane for us. It is part of what we do, that we rely on them almost instinctively. When we run out of leads at work, the next thing we think about is where's Crime Stoppers? Kind of like if we were in the field, and they're like kind of one of our tools on our belts. That's how we have become so relied upon for Crime Stoppers. We really, really appreciate what they do. So we invite the families out here. This year with HEB, we partnered up and we added one more component to the events of this weekend. We've got school supplies for kids. We've moved that activity into this particular set of events. Between HEB and us, we've got enough supplies here, and we bought 12 pallets of supplies. Half of it was donated by HEB. We garnered funds for the balance of that. We've got enough supplies here, we believe, for about 6,000 kids. So we want to take the opportunity to invite everybody here. Absolutely. We want to take the opportunity with you, members of the media. You are the vehicle by which we get the word out. So we're asking you to remind people about Family Morning here this Saturday on this particular site, right outside these doors, Saturday morning, beginning 7 o'clock and forward. Remind families and children to come out here. There are things for everybody. And if we have kids that are in need of school supplies, we, with our partners, will be ready to be handing out the supplies that HEB has been so kind to put forward for them, for our children in South Texas. We want to lastly thank other law enforcement agencies that will be joining us. The Texas Department of Public Safety will be here. Hidalgo County Sheriff's Department will be here. We will have others that will join us. And by the way, those two agencies in the previous set of announcements should be recognized as well, because they are the ones that have helped us keep that security for that holiday parade. So maybe somewhere in the future we'll list them as contributing agencies as well. They are our partners in South Texas. They will be here. There'll be aircraft landings. It'll be an expo for kids to be able to walk up into and see we call them their toys, their equipment. They'll be on display, and maybe they'll land their aircraft here. We've got a site for them to land and have that available for our kids. So one last time, for Crime Stoppers, it's important for us, it's important for McAllen, it's important for South Texas. This is our fundraiser. We're helping to make this successful. It is a family day, and we will have supplies for kids out here. So bring out the kids. We will have school supplies for them so they can get ready for the upcoming school year. Now, before I leave the podium, I'd like to call on David Guerra to come up, and believe he's got a check presentation to make. David?
I don't want to part with my money so quickly. No, what I want to say is that IBC, myself, and my wonderful wife, Sally, have always been fully engaged with the city of McAllen, with its leadership and its different divisions. One of the things that we do at our bank, and one of the things that I strive since I've been here, is to always participate in as many facets of community life as we can, and not only support it with volunteerism, but with financial support. Crime Stoppers, the more successful Crime Stoppers is, the more effective our police department is. The more effective our police department is, the safer our community becomes. People will recognize quickly that if someone's going to give out a tip when they do a crime, and that crime can be solved quickly, there will be less crime. I have had 2 or 3 experiences with Crime Stoppers over the last 5, 6 years, where through Crime Stoppers and our support of Crime Stoppers, we've been able to get tips quickly, that we apprehend, the police department apprehends the culprits that stole money from our bank. In the last 2 robberies that we've had, they've collected 99% of the money. And both of them came through tips. Okay, so that's very critical. People understand that. This year alone, I think we've contributed $15,000. And I think our check presentation today is for 10. One other thing I want to say is that we do work closely with the chamber. My wife is a director there. We are involved with multiple facets as a couple. We engaged a lot of economic developers, a lot of different types of investors in McAllen. We make sure we introduce them to all the leadership in McAllen in hopes that we can make our community better. So with that, I'd like to say, Chief, thank you so much. You got an incredibly professional staff and Crime Stoppers, but also, more importantly, within your police department. And the way you cooperated with all the different agencies and the way you keep McAllen safe, with the lowest crime rate of all the cities in South Texas, we're really proud of that. Thank you.
Okay, but I want to also remind you, the McAllen Police Department, because they think about kids all the time, will have bike rodeos out there, and we'll be offering free helmets. And the back-to-school supplies is free. This is to the community. Just thanking you for everything you do when you assist the police department, McAllen Crime Stoppers, and anything else you do. We know it's tough times for some families, so if you know of someone that really needs some help for school, this is the place to send them on Saturday. Thank you very much, and they'll do the check presentation next. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, guys. That's it. They're going to do it. Right there. Yeah, do it in front of the podium. Do it in front of the Janelle, get in. Janelle, get in. And again, a big thank you to Audrey Trevino from HEB. They're our presenting sponsors also. So thank you, Audrey. You want to say a few words?
How's everyone doing? So isn't everyone in the holiday spirit already? And just like Chief said, the magic of family. And that is so true. And at HEB, we strive for that every day. So not only are we a great grocery retailing company, but we're out in our communities 24/7, ensuring that our communities are safe, partnering with organizations like Crime Stoppers. But this year, we added something different. And how about when you get back to school? What's the main thing? Yes, the supplies, but what comes with that supplies? Confidence. And that is our main goal, is sending those kids back to school with confidence to have a magical school year. And so this year, we're proud sponsors of Crime Stoppers for Viva McAllen Streets and also for the McAllen, City of McAllen. We want to thank you. We've been there since year one, and every year it keeps getting better and better. So this year, come out, like Chief said, 6,000 students will be able to receive school supplies. We're gonna start at 9 a.m. We're gonna have a quick little run to get your heart pumping, and then as soon as you're done running the Oval Park, we're gonna get in line, and our partners are gonna be there to serve you with all the school supplies. So families, not only from the City of McAllen, but also from the Rio Grande Valley, come by. We can't wait to see you on Saturday. Thank you.
That's one health and fitness initiative Commissioner Veronica Whitaker does, is Run, Run, and Share campaign. So we'd like to thank her. She's been involved since year one. So as HEB said, the children will be allowed to run a lap around the Oval Park. And so come out Saturday, August 5th. It starts at 7 a.m. Book supplies start at 9 here at the McAllen Convention Center on the Ware Road side. Thank you very much for your time.